Hey everybody, Mac the Monster, back with Marvel Heroes, and this time we got Hulk on the chopping block with his 52 review, and we got a build for him ready to go. And there's been some changes, not a ton of changes, just a lot of rearranges. Some of the biggest changes so far that I've seen is they got this Tremor Fist. This now makes shockwaves and earthquakes. You can hold down the button and it just does a lot of damage, and the shockwave emanates out in front of them. It's pretty good. We got Hulk Smash, which can charge up the ability for a couple seconds, and it smashes down and makes a very big explosion. Very nice. We got Knuckle Dusters, which is a long cooldown, short buff. Works kind of like Gambit's ability, and it gives you a couple hits per second of extra melee damage, some critical hit bonuses, chance to block. It's pretty good. They still have Unbridled Rampage, but it's just a passive now, and it gets even more potent as you get angrier. Anger is basically your ability to be mad, and the more mad you are, the more damage you do, and the more benefit you have to your powers. So instead of being spirit and you spend it, you get madder and madder as you use things and hit things. And it's pretty interesting. I like it. They added a new Furious Punch. This gives you health on hit. They did Hulk Tough, and that basically put a couple passives together, giving us some damage negation, defense rating, maximum health, health regeneration, revives you if you die, and gives you everybody toughness. And you can activate it for crowd control immunity. They took his old ultimate and then put it as a regular ability that's on a 1-minute cooldown. Hits pretty hard, but the 1-minute cooldown kind of kills it. And it doesn't hit that hard. We got Brutal String, which restores anger on hit. We got Gamma Strike, which gives you Brutal Strike chance and damage the more you point into it, and it hits pretty hard. We got his new signature ability, Thunderous Clap, Thunderous Hand Clap, and this hits really hard, does some shockwave damage, does some physical damage, and it's pretty quick on a 25-second cooldown. Pretty fun to use. And then he's got this Pummel, which is on an 8-second cooldown, does 4 hits, and does pretty good damage. And then he's got a new ultimate, which is unleash the full extent of your gamma-infused rage in an astronomical explosion with enough sheer force to crack a planet. Massive amount of physical damage, does a dot damage with high dot damage. It has an area duration of 20 seconds, stuns everything, which is irresistible. Has increased crit chance, increased crit damage, increased brutal chance, increased brutal damage, and it maxes out your anger, and it lasts 20 seconds. So it's pretty awesome, I think. So for the build we got going, it's Hulk Smash. Got to go with it, of course. And we're going to do 20 points of the Gamma Strike. Got to go with it. Anything that's giving you this massive amount of Brutal Strike chance and damage. I mean, plus 10% Brutal Strike chance and plus 30% Brutal Strike damage for just 20 points. That's going to be fun. 20 points into Thunderous Hand Clap. It's going to be massive extra damage. 20 points into Vicious Headbutt. This is going to be some extra damage and a damage over time for dealing with bosses. We're going to do 20 points into Unbridled Rampage. This is going to be some extra damage rating, some extra crit rating, some extra crit damage, and that's going to tie in very nicely with Gamma Strike, obviously, because that's giving us Brute. So with Brutal Strikes, you're going to need some crit. 20 points into Tremor Fist. We're going to use this to deal with trash. This is going to annihilate trash for us, as that's going to do 2 sources of damage, and it knocks things down and slows them. It's a massive slow, 47.6% attack and movement speed, and that's before gearing. 20 points into Avalanche Leap. This is still around. This will do some good damage and put some extra tremor damage, dot damage in an area for 8 seconds. And we'll use that in conjunction with Tremor Fist to deal with trash. And then also we can use this to jump towards the boss and get some extra dot damage on the boss while we burn him down with Gamma Strike. We'll do 20 points into Knuckle Dusters. That's also going to help burn down the boss. It increases physical damage. Uh, it gives us that dot twice per second, gives us a lot of crit hit rating. That's going to boost up the Gamma Strike again. Give us that Brutal Strike chance, Brutal Strike damage. And it's going to give us block chance for when we go into that boss and stand there toe to toe at the first instance. And the rest of your points should go into Hulk Tough, give us that damage negation, some extra defense, some extra health regen. So it's a pretty straightforward build. Gearing, I have his full kit, so I'm using his anger management system. Gives us a nice chunk of defense rating, 1700, 400 damage rating, 1600 health, 267 crit hit, 338 brute strike. When you hit with a physical power, gain 553 critical damage rating for 10 seconds. This value scales with anger, granting an additional 553 damage rating at maximum anger. So that's going to be very nice. +2 to all powers, +2 to Hulk Tough, +3 to Thunderous Hand Clap, +5 to Knuckle Dusters. It's going to buff everything we're using. Sakaran Gladiator Belt, Gladiatorial Belt. Another 1700 defense, 200 damage rating with melee powers, so that everything's melee, almost everything's area. 1654 health, 8.2 attack speed. We needed some attack speed, get that Gamma Strike going. When you use a leap power, gain 278 physical damage rating for 8 seconds. If you're very angry, you also gain 1 strength, so that's going to be awesome as well. +5 to Tremor Fist, we're using that, so that's awesome. +5 to all Hulk's wreckage powers, so that's awesome. +3 to Avalanche Leap, and +3 to Unbridled Rampage, all the skills we're using. Love of Sierra the Old Strong. So that's giving us a big chunk of defense, 1900. When an ally dies, you become enraged. It's not going to matter when you're soloing, though. 7500 health regen, 1700 health, 270 damage rating to physical attacks. We're all physical. 1055 critical damage rating, 939 brutal damage rating, +2 to all powers, +3 to vicious headbutt. We're using that, so that's good for us. Warbound Armor of the Green Scar. This is a massive amount of defense, 3284. I mean, that's just huge. Plus, it's giving us damage rating of 365. Each time you use a power, there's a 10% chance that power will gain 588 damage rating, 10-second cooldown. So that's awesome. 7% power radius. That's going to affect all your area powers, including your basic attack. 240 damage rating with area powers. 5% chance when you hit to grow in size, gaining 1177 damage rating and 1177 defense for 5 seconds, 15-second cooldown. 1800 health, +2 to all powers, +4 to all Hulk's rage powers. That's just awesome. And then Hulk's always angry. They're basically Hulk's fists, but that's your weapon slot. These things are crazy. 987 damage rating, +310 critical health or critical hit rating, 9.7 attack speed, 309 brutal strike rating, 1094 brutal strike damage rating, +1 strength. That's just awesome right there. When you hit with a physical power, gain a 117 melee damage rating for 5 seconds. This stacks up to 3 times. Everything's melee rated, so that's awesome. +6 ranks to all Hulk's violence powers, +6 to Gamma Strike, +6 to pummel. We're using gamma strike, so we don't have that +6. And it's also a visual size increase. And there's the visual size increase. Now for the costume core, I got all health because I'm soloing. I don't have a 3-to-1 core. I really should have one. I got 802 health on the core, +1 durability, and I got a 280 health when I hit an enemy. I got relics of Lemuria. I mean, you can go with melee relics. You can go with damage relics. You can change that all around. You definitely don't need relics of Lemuria with Hulk. I got insignia of Quake. A 3% chance to knock enemies in the area down for 3 seconds, dealing physical damage. More important, it's got crit hit rating. I wanted some crit, and it's got some movement speed. I got Bone Breaker on a defensive Uru. I got a Cosmic Ring with critical hit rating, critical hit damage. That's to buff crit again, because he's got so much brutal strike rating. I want to buff his critical hit. Plus damage to area powers. I didn't have anything with melee. Melee would have been better. And a 10% chance to slow. I'm using an advanced meta sensory array. +1 to all ranks. The attack speed and the damage rating is just awesome. I'm using a power prism shard. Because everything else is AoE, this is going to increase the radius, make the cost reduction. It's not going to matter, but it's going to give you a critical hit rating to the area attacks. That's going to be very good. I got a Dr. Octopus Cosmic Medallion. Again, that's going to increase the power radius and give us critical hit rating and damage rating. A Curse Medallion would be just fine, Cosmic. I got Advanced Kung Fu Training Sequence. I just like it. Damage rating, defense, health, all on Hulk. Not a bad thing. An Advanced Crimson Crystal Sideric. Health, damage rating to physical attacks, and a chance to be invulnerable. Very good thing. So, that being done, we'll go destroy Cosmic Dr. Octopus. We'll give the zoning in a couple seconds to come through. And then trash is real easy. Wherever you face, this is the shockwave's direction that they go. As you can see, it just tears apart trash. You got one mob, you can just punch it. Where's my... Still go Cosmic? What's going on? It's Cosmic. Why is there no bounty tracker anymore? Well, there's no bounty tracker. There must be a bug with this patch. For a second there, I thought I picked it up wrong. So we'll just kill some extra trash, I guess, to make sure we got the bounty box. Kind of sucks, you gotta guess. I love what Hulk says, that one's broken. I'm not thinking I got the cosmic box yet. It looks like the whole place, so. Let's see what happens. Maybe he's a spawner. Once you get very angry, you can pop the car smash. No box. Nothing left to kill. It's just weird. It seems bugged. It was definitely cosmic, though. Oh well, I hate to leave it bugged, but that's the way it is. But that's Hulk Smash. It's pretty easy. Destroys the cosmic boss. Hope it helps. Hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to everybody real soon.